In this video, I'm going to be comparing the all-new Callaway Epic Speed driver with its MAVRIK and Epic Flash predecessors, just to give you a good idea of how Callaway has advanced its technologies over the past few seasons, to find out if there's any performance gains to be had with this new model, and just to let you know how I got on having tested all three using my SkyTrack launch monitor and having played out in the golf course now a number of times with all three of these drivers. First off though, before I run into everything, if you're new to our YouTube channel, please hit that subscribe button below, give us a thumbs up if you enjoy this video, and if you have any questions, just leave them in the comments and I'll get back to you. If you want a real in-depth look into all the technology packed into the Epic 2021 driver lineup, now we'll go and check out our other video. I'll run through everything in detail, all the new technologies. I'll also compare the three models within the lineup. So go and check out that video first, get a good idea of what's on offer with these new Epic drivers, and then you can come back here. But for now, I'll just go through the quick tech highlights. New for this year, we've got Jailbreak AI speed frame. Now this technology, it's been designed to try and produce higher and more consistent ball speeds. It then works in conjunction with the FlashFace SS21, again just producing really high consistent ball speeds, but also consistent launch conditions. Spin robustness really make this thing very consistent. We have carbon fibre, we've got a larger carbon fibre crown this time round. We also have a carbon fibre toe panel. We have the Cyclone Aero shape, which is also present in the MAVRIK driver to try and improve aerodynamics. And yeah, that's it. That's just a quick tech rundown. As I say, go and check out that other video. I'll put a link in the description below. I'll also put a card in the top of the screen right now, so click that and then you can come back here. Let's dive into the numbers I got earlier on today with my SkyTrack using Pro V1 golf balls. I tested all three heads at 9 degrees of loft and all using the same Mitsubishi MMT 60g X Flex shaft. Now I've picked the standard model in each of these three driver families. However, the Sub-Zero or LS option this time around with Epic Speed is probably the one that's going to suit me a little bit better, but I thought for this video I'd stick with the standard options. First up, the Epic Flash. Now this was one of the quickest drivers in the business when it was released in 2019. It was the first time we saw AI used in driver face design. The flash face technology combined with Jailbreak just to make it an incredibly quick driver, and you can see it's still delivering the goods. For me, anything over 110 in terms of club head speed, over 160 ball speed, I consider quick. So to see 112 and 163, yeah, still delivering tons of speed. We're then launching at 13.9 degrees with a spin rate close to 2,600. So average carry 270, average total 293. Really solid distance. Not really surprised to see the high launch and relatively high spin, because this was, you know, of the two Epic Flash models, it was the very forgiving sort of low back CG design. It was designed to be a bit more user friendly. Now let's take a look at the MAVRIK, and one of the biggest improvements Callaway made with this club over the Epic Flash was the Cyclone Aero shape. They made it more aerodynamically efficient. They said the unconventional forgiveness afforded to them by their flash face technology, the spin robustness, the good ball speed, the overall forgiveness meant they could create this more aerodynamic shape. You know, you can see it raises up towards the rear of the sole. It's got quite a flat, tall crown. And yeah, what they said was you're going to get free club head speed, but good forgiveness. So we pull up the numbers, 113, so the club head speed is up a wee bit. Ball speed also up a mile an hour. Launch, it's launching a little bit lower and spinning a little bit lower. For an average carry of 274, average total of 296. So yeah, getting some additional club head speed, getting a little bit of additional ball speed, and what that means is a little bit more distance over the Epic Flash, plus the fact that MAVRIK introduced three models. We had the Max model, which was really the high launching, the higher spinning option, really user friendly. You know, I think the MAVRIK, it's just a better overall fit for me than the Epic Flash ever was. Now on to the Epic Speed. It has a similar Cyclone Aero shape to the MAVRIK, but crucially it houses new Jailbreak AI speed frame technology, which Callaway says is going to produce really high ball speed and also help consistency of ball speeds across a wider area of the face. So you can see my club head speed remaining the same as MAVRIK, 113, ball speed creeping up slightly to 165, launch angle pretty much the exact same, and spinning just a touch less than the MAVRIK. And what that means is an average carry of 277, average total of 302. So yeah, really phenomenal numbers, and not surprising to see the Epic Speed just deliver that little bit more. You know, a mile an hour might not sound like a lot, but just the work that Callaway have done, incorporating that new Jailbreak technology, then combining it with a unique flash face, it's just going to mean that you're going to get really, really consistent high ball speeds, whether you're catching it really sweet out the middle or across the heel and toe areas, you know, just getting little miss hits. It's going to produce very high ball speeds very consistently. Now the numbers illustrate that I'm getting a little bit extra out of the Epic Speed when compared with its predecessors, and those small gains do show up out in the golf course. Certainly out of the three, the Epic Speed was the longest, just giving me the most distance. You know, the launch conditions were also that little bit more suited to me. And yeah, just giving me that little bit of added distance, a few yards over the Maverick and the Epic Flash. Both very long drivers, but certainly the Epic Speed just giving me that little bit more. And it was the consistency as well, you know, and those small miss hits, you know, the ones where I've not quite felt like I've really pured out in the middle. The Epic Speed does a really good job of retaining the speed. Plus, it also does a very good job of retaining spin rates really consistently. You know, I think, you know, the consistency of the launch, the Epic Speed, it hits its window time after time again. Even in some of your wilder miss hits, you know, you're not getting punished that much. The forgiveness levels are just that little bit higher. You know, you're just getting a little bit more. Those little gains across the board, now in the golf course, can make a big difference. You know, it can be a difference between a shorter iron into the green, or one more fairway hit, or one less golf ball loss. You know, these little gains, they can make a big difference out on the golf course. In terms of looks, I have to say the Epic Speed with its cyclone air shape, as well as the Maverick, look fantastic. You know, the relatively traditional rounded profile down to dress just looks phenomenal. It's got quite a deep face that'll help to inspire confidence, and I certainly prefer the Epic Speed and Maverick over the more drawn back, flatter, larger footprint of the Epic Flash. That's just my personal preference. I think the Epic Speed looks brilliant. In terms of the overall colour scheme and detailing, I would say that's probably one area of Callaway drivers that I haven't liked at all over the last 3 years. It's just the colour schemes that haven't floated my boat, but I've gone down the route of Callaway Customs. I used the Epic Flash Sub-Zero and the Maverick Sub-Zero, and I got them in blue and white because those are just the colours I like to see. So you've got that option there if, like me, the green and white or the sunset orange or the green and yellow of the Epic Flash aren't for you. Another big improvement comes in the sound and feel. With the Epic Flash, it had quite a loud, harsh sound down at impact. You know, wasn't really my cup of tea. I think it was a criticism that quite a lot of people had for the Epic Flash, but they improved that a lot with Maverick, and it stayed very similar with Epic Speed. You know, it just has a lower, more of a thud sound down at impact that I think most of you will really love. In my view, there are some really good improvements with the Epic Speed when compared with Maverick and Epic Flash drivers. Some performance gains to be had there. You know, the work that Callaway have done to improve their technologies and incorporate new ones like jailbreak the iSpeed frame, it does show up. You know, you're getting greater consistency, some more ball speed, some more forgiveness, making your life a little bit easier with the driver in your hands. You know, trying to help you hit your drives a little bit longer and a little bit straighter. If you're using something that's a few years old, maybe something like the original Epic, then we'll go and see what the Epic Speed can do for you, because certainly, you know, I think you'll probably start seeing real performance gains if you go back 4 or 5 years. Now, if you have any questions about the Epic Speed, just leave them in the comments and I'll get back to you. Do not forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel. If you enjoyed this video, hit that like button, and thank you very much for watching.